Let's move on to the next topic, Visualisierungsmöglichkeiten bei der Darstellung von Grammatik. So first up, the definition of Visualisierung is being given. It means to represent anything with a picture or a graphic so that it is made visible or seen. It helps to activate and motivate the students. To achieve Visualisierungsmöglichkeiten for Grammatikvermittlung, you have the following 4 techniques. One is Drucktechnik-grafische Hilfsmittel, basically fonts and their forms. Then you have abstrakte Symbole, pictures, abstract ones. Then you have concrete Symbole or visual metaphors. And finally you have dynamische Symbole. We will look at these 4 techniques in detail in the next slide. The tabular column gives a short description of all the 4 Visualisierungsmethode which can be used for exam purposes. So first one is Drucktechnik-grafische Hilfsmittel. So bold, cursive, so italics, capital letters, colors, they are all used to highlight the grammatical elements. Then you have abstracte Symbole. In this situation, particular geometrical shapes are used to represent the grammatical elements. As example, you have rectangle, which means completing form, and then oval, which means verbs. This is the example which they have given in the book. Then you have concrete Symbole or visual metaphors. In this case, the grammatical element is bound to a particular picture. So best example would be trennbare verb, verbs that can be separated. For that you use a scissor picture. These, however, are used very rarely because the pictures can give different meaning and this can be interpreted differently. So this is one technique which is rarely used, and when used should be carefully used. Finally, we have dynamische Symbole. Here in this case, the grammatic elements are represented via a video or a Reihenfolge of pictures. You have an order to say 1, 2, 3, 4 and there will be pictures. The book gives an example of weighing machine or weight bridge where you have different weights of 20 kilos, 10 kilos and then 5 kilos, and they always go in an order saying that arrange the weights in increasing order. That means 5, 10, 15, and similarly you will assign the grammatic elements for those weigh elements, weigh kilo stones. So that's called as a dynamische Symbol. We then move on to Handlungsorientierte Übungen. In these exercises, both the students and the teacher work together to solve a particular problem. The best example would be Projektunterricht. And the book goes on to list the advantages of such exercises. It activates the students and thereby motivates them and makes them ready to learn something. It develops self-confidence in the students. It is very useful for students who are haptical learners, or haptisch means who like to do stuff and learn. The entire attention span of the student is directed on the project requirements, like its outputs, what are all its contents, how to use the language and how to use the grammatical elements to achieve the final goal. So these are called as Handlungsorientierte Übungen. Next we have Spielerische Übungen und Lieder. Spielerische Übungen are exercises which are played out, but at the same time you learn, and songs help you by remembering the rhythm. So the book lists out the different advantages which these two exercises offer. 1. They help to introduce the grammatic element in Unterricht. The songs help you to loop the language elements or the grammatical elements in the Unterricht. It reduces the seriousness and gives a bit of a playroom in the classroom and thereby motivates the students. It also challenges the students to communicate. So when you give them a song, they sing it out, and then when they have doubts in the song, they ask further. So there you can make them to use the grammatical elements. All these exercises should be easy and it should not be over challenging the students. If you all remember the famous song, Aus bei Mitternacht seid von zu, alle haben Dativ gegenüber auch. So this is a short rhyme which was used to emphasize the dative usage during our Goethe class.
With that, the chapter comes to an end. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment to the channel. If you have any questions, then contact me via email or put down your comments and I'll be able to reply. Thank you.